because your opponents might have been different.
I mean, that's a thing.
Because Taya Gardner has a 100% win rate, but her opponents are all dookie. Who cares?
All dookie is crazy.
For real. Hold on, I think I need to reset my camera here.
Yeah, I think I just started mine. Video.
When am I doing the Shooter Bird Advanced Guide? It's a great question, bro. I have already started it. I've already started working on it, bro. I was editing it today, right before I get on call with Kage. I was just gonna deal with my. Hold on a sec. Just gonna figure out the camera situation real quick. But we'll still be here. You guys can still hear us. 5D's talk? Hell yeah, bro. You guys might be tired at this point of us continuously yapping about Naruto and Avatar.
No.
But we're finally talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! On a Yu-Gi-Oh! Stream.
Bro, no, literally. The one time y'all actually fucking talking about the thing that we came here to see.
For real.
No, what's it called? That one video I made kind of is kind of blown up a little bit. My Tim versus Yusei.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, people been.
What did you come up with?
I said Yusei wins.
Good.
Yeah, but you know, here's the issue. People kept bringing up the whole heart of the cards, and he can manipulate. He has deck manipulation. I understand that. I get it. He has deck manipulation, but BUTT. That's not going to matter too much. It simply, cause I said if you give him his OCG TCG deck versus Stardust Yusei's deck, and people kept trying to bring people. Well, what if he used Fiendsmith? What about? But Yugi doesn't have fucking Fiendsmith. What are you talking about? Like, if we're gonna use the decks, they have to be pure Dark Magician versus pure Stardust. That would be the battle. Not if I add Dark Dragoon to Dark Magician, because Dark Dragoon doesn't belong to Yugi or Tim. The cards we have to use is what actually belongs to the character. So, example, same thing. You say can't use Majestic, Stardust Dragon. Which one? Wait, which one's the one? It's like Red Dragon Archfiend Fusion with Stardust. Like, he can't use those because he doesn't have Red Dragon Archfiend in his deck, so that he wouldn't be able to use that fusion. I mean, or use that synchro. So when we're talking about these matchups, people keep trying to add the meta version of the decks when that's not what the deck would be if they fought each other. So like, I would say this. People always want to. I swear, I never get any phone calls. The only way to call me.
Okay, say something.
Something. Say.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello?
Hello? Yeah. I can hear you.
All right, Chad. Just give me a second. I'm just trying to sort out my own camera here. Am I playing KC? No. In this case, bro, gonna need you to just read the title of the video. And that's how you're gonna know.
Yeah, no, what's it called? Yeah, I think you say all around. It's just like again, we got to work with what we know about the characters. Do I think personally? Do I think Tim could pull off the things that you say pull off?
Okay. Looks like we're back to normal. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I mean, I can hear you.
Yeah. Say something.
Something.
All right, yeah, sounds like looks like we're good. So give me a second, guys. And then
let me check my stream, make sure my shit's good.
See the tier list as well. Okay. You can see again?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, I can see it.
All right, good.
Make sure my shit's good.
Fun and games till you say brings out Baron. That's crazy. Baron the Fleur.
Again, like people that like
you have back row. You say, let me activate dark magic attack,
bro. Bro, you say, listen. Anytime until think,
what the hell does that mean?
Look, anytime Tim think he got game, bro. That scrap iron scarecrow is the MVP of his deck. I'm not gonna lie.
No.
Hey, listen. That's scrap. Listen, scrap iron be putting in work. Like
it put in work. It did, but you know. I think tuning always milling a level 1 or 2 was probably what made the difference a lot of the time.
Yeah.
You know how he uses tuning to search junk sync and then he just so happens to mill something that junk sync can resummon.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, usually. I mean listen. First of all, you say he ain't walking around with a 70 card deck. You know what I'm saying? He a little smarter. like I remember episode 1 or 2 when Yuki's grandpa gave Yuki that fucking brick of a deck. I said, bro, that's like 100 cards. Bro, walk around with a 100 card deck.
I think you were allowed to play 100 cards back then too.
Yeah, it was until that one dude was being a butthole and fucking just brought hit like 500. Bro had too many cards.
Okay. So who's winning between Kaiba and Jack Atlas?
Wait, fight between who?
Sato Kaiba and Jack
Atlas. Man, Jack is putting belt to ass. Let's keep it a buck. Jack, man. Listen, Resonators versus Blue Eyes. Okay, again, if we're talking about the meta right now, Blue Eyes probably gonna win. But if we're talking about like we grab Kaiba from Dark Side of Dimensions versus Jack Atlas end of series. Also, I think Jack they put Jack kind of in the back seat, low key. Cause I feel like before he became a good guy. But I think all anime do that. When a bad guy becomes a good guy, they get nerfed. They get nerfed to pieces. And I think on top of him, they kind of background him a little bit. So I feel like if they kept him like the quote unquote bad guy of the team of the show, that's the even worse week.
Yeah. Scream to the ring, to the pen, to the king. Okay. I guess from now on, I'm gonna call you. What was the name of the guy who did that song? KSI. I'm gonna call you KSI from now on.
KSI is crazy.
KSI says, "Does Kaiba have red ring?" Now, why would Kaiba have a Jack Atlas card, bro?
I want you to answer that. I need you to answer that.
No, for real, KSI, you tell me why you asking me if Kaiba has a Jack Atlas card, bro?
A Jack Atlas card is crazy.
Yeah, so does Jack Atlas have enemy controller?
Well, I say this, Jack. I think Jack. Okay, I'll put it like this. I don't think Jack is more intelligent duelist than Kaiba. I think Kaiba is more intelligent in dueling, but I just think Jack has better cards. So
then you could take this in two directions. Pause.
Hey man, look, I don't know what's wrong with you tonight, man. You need to, hey man, listen.
Who's more skilled of a duelist? And if they were playing cards from the same era, or would you say which deck would win? You know.
If we made like a Jack, I think if we made a Jack Atlas deck and put him in in the Duel Monsters era, well, easier. Let's put Kaiba and just get him put him in the Synchro era, like as far as like Spirit Dragon, Azula Eyes. Well, no, we're not. Yeah. So it's like that. I think that will be a a closer matchup, if you gave him Spirit Dragon, and then or even now you gave him Ultimate. Was it is it Ultimate Spirit Dragon? The Ultimate.
Oh yeah, Ultimate Spirit Dragon.
Yeah. I think that Kaiba's gonna destroy him. But
okay. Yeah, I think I agree. I think Kaiba is one of the he's up there in terms of skill.
Yeah. I think certain anime characters get discredited because their personality. Like even though he's an egotistical, arrogant, it's like you didn't think like he's credible though. So it's like it's not like he's credible. Like it's not like this is unearned arrogance.
Yeah. From either to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But like Seto, despite not having any special items or anything, he is able to handle a shadow duel easily. So easily. That is like if you guys know the lore, you shouldn't be able to do that shit. Like a regular person can't handle a shadow game. I mean, to be fair, Jack Atlas can handle a shadow game too. So that's not a one or the other type of thing. They can both easily handle a shadow game, but only one of them can summon Obelisk, and then only one of them can contribute Obelisk to summon Blue Eyes. I think that like,
bro,
if Jack Atlas is aura farming, he's summoning a low attack monster in attack position. That's what Jack Atlas aura farming looks like. But Kaiba aura farming is tributing a god to summon Blue Eyes.
Hey, Psychedelic said, "Sup, fuckers." Jesus. No.
Okay. We've been wasting all this time.
No, for real.
Let's talk about some skills. How long have you been playing Duel Links, bro?
I started. Let's see, what year did I go to Korea? That was 20, late 2017.
Late 2017. Okay, so then you probably know about the three-star motion ninjas, right?
No, so I started playing when they released when they released Slash Dragon. That's when I started playing.
Slash Dragon. Okay. I don't remember if that was before or after ninjas. So let me tell you what ninjas did. Okay. They had this skill called three-star emotion. Okay. And let me tell you, this skill had already been there. Let me tell you what. You can pay 3,000 life points to reduce the level of a monster in your hand by 3. So a level 7 monster, you could just normal something.
No, yeah. They had to get rid of that shit. Ain't no way.
Yeah. Back then, that was ridiculous. And ninjas were using that. Actually, the funny thing is, before that, you only had to pay 2,000 life points, and Dark Magician was meta with it. That was the first time Dark Magician was meta ever in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Crazy, but it's back to being meta now, which is kind of funny.
Good shit. Hell yeah. I love Dark Magician. So this skill was so ridiculous. Level manipulating something in your hand. That it didn't matter how much life points it cost, especially because ninjas, you could just summon the black ninja and he can attack, banish him himself, and in the process return to the field, attack again, banish himself, and then in the process return himself to the field and attack again, and just keep doing that for every ninja card you have in your hand. So he could really attack like infinitely, and he had like 2,800 attackers on him, which is bigger than everything else in the game. The biggest monster after him in the format was 2,700, I think.
Jeez. Oh my god.
He was a big fucking guy, bro. And he could attack basically. He was like Anki before Anki.
Okay, that's either A. Would you put that in A or S?
That's a great. I think that's a good place to put it. Because let me talk about the tiers. The reason I put uninstall on S is I think if it's S tier, it makes people want to quit the game. And I feel like A tier is like you don't want it to quit. You don't want to quit the game, but you want it to stop existing. I feel like this made people quit the game. So
yeah, no. Well, hey, I'll let you know.
maybe
What,
this goes in there.
You said that was A or S?
Yeah, it's either one of those. I feel like maybe it's S because I do think in the chat is anyone here? Did anyone here play during that time period?
What is that?
I was just asking the chat if they played during this time period. Who's winning between Crow and Joey? Oh, obviously Crow.
Man,
when you ask Crow or Joey, it's like coughing baby versus hydrogen bomb, bro.
Listen, like I said,
Crow
I love Joey.
Probably outside of the protagonist, Crow is probably the strongest duelist.
Hey, look. If we give Crow all his synchros, like what's that one? It's when it summons, it puts a fucking if he summons that one synchro, what was it called? Is it Crow? I used to use it. I used to use the deck in Master Duel, and that shit was pretty good. It was pretty good for a long time.
What does Joey even do? He
burns
dice. He flips coins.
And because he's in the show, he gets lucky. But for taking out the luck, you know. But that's a part of his character. So it's one of them things. Is like, how do we take out the luck when it's part of his character? So I'm like, oh.
Speaking of Joey, by the way, that's foreshadowing. Luck is that's definitely some foreshadowing here.
You know, Joey's definitely. I mean, again, I think I love Joey. I think I do underestimate him sometimes, but I think at a certain point, once we start adding in characters, once we get to Arc V or Arc 5, he ain't. And not even talking about the cards, but just the skill level of some of these characters.
Yeah. I think the Arc V characters are typically very skillful.
Like bro, they're actually good at the fucking game. It's like.
Yeah, let's not even mention the Rain's characters, dude. Rain's characters are just real Yu-Gi-Oh players.
No, literally at this point, like once we get to Rain's, those are just like the typical regional players who just go to tournaments every fucking month. Like, yeah, no, like example, like someone like Kite, is destroying Joey. Like Kite is gonna like if
that's foreshadowing, by the way.
Oh, that is.
Yeah, it's foreshadowing. It's probably going to be a lot of foreshadowing as long as we mention the Yu-Gi-Oh character. So yeah. I feel like still makes sense. And speaking of foreshadowing, Joey's skill Lost Gamble. Do you remember Lost Gamble, bro?
I don't remember that one.
So Lost Gamble from turn it got nerfed, so it's not playable anymore. But what it does is from the fifth turn and onwards, you can discard two cards and reduce your life point to 100, and then roll a dice, and then you draw cards equal to the result. So you could draw 6 cards from the skill.
Oh nah. Yeah. So how long was that out till they nerfed it?
Years.
Jesus.
Because it wasn't meta until they nerfed it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but like Guns Blazing. Did you ever see Guns Blazing?
I don't remember that one.
Okay. He was big on YouTube for dueling. He would make so many meme decks using like the Lost Gamble skill. This skill, when it finally did become meta, is because the decks that didn't play it, like it didn't really matter how many cards you drew. Like the worst case scenario was you draw one card, but even if you drew two cards, you were getting your resources back and you were deck thinning. Like so, even in the worst case scenarios, it wasn't that bad. So in the best case scenarios, where you can draw three, four, or five cards or six cards, that's ridiculous on a follow up play. And
Oh
it
my
didn't matter that
god.
you had 100 life points left because you were going to win that turn.
Yeah, no, yeah. I'm glad. Listen, I'm glad I got off when I got off. 'Cause I remember, like, so he said, I started playing when Slash Dragon and they had also released Magician of Chaos and the little ritual magician, the one that's like it can destroy a spell card or a trap card. It can just destroy a back row. I came in
Mm-hmm.
when those two released, and I honestly, like I said, Slash Dragon. I was actually back then. I was doing. Listen, what's that one trap card? It's like if you attack, it cuts your attack points in half.
Mirror
Was it
Wall?
which one?
Mirror Wall?
Mirror Wall? No, it was the one. It shows like two lasers and like two monsters
Is
and
it
like
Wall of Disruption?
yeah, Wall Destroy. Oh my god, I hated Wall Destroy. That card used to tear.
Was that
That
in the
card
same
used to
box?
tear me, huh?
Was that in the same box as a Slash Dragon? I feel like it might have been.
It might. I don't know if it's the same box, but it was that same
It was
era.
around
Like
that time.
that used to
That was back
tear
when
me
mini
up.
boxes had 80 packs.
Now they got fucking 200, 180. Jeez, hold on, bring my foot out.
Chris Hansen, it was on like your third turn, but that makes it turn 5 and onwards when you're using both your and your opponent's turns. But like this card was so good for years, but only as a meme because the downside was a bit much. The fact that you had to wait to use it, you had to wait a couple turns to use it. That made it kind of never meta. But when it did become meta, it was so ridiculous that they had to ban it the same format. So it goes in the ban list format because they banned the shit out of it, bro. And it was too good. Did my camera fucking freeze again, dude? Oh my god, bro. Do you need 5 consecutive wins to get to DLV max? I don't know. I think it's 4 or 5. One of those two. It might be percentage based, not win rate based. Were duels lasting long back then? Yeah, yeah. Duels were typically like you could OTK back then, but duels could also last a bit. To be honest with you, bro, the amount of time that a duel lasts then and now is the same. Like right now you can stall, and back then you can stall. Like it's just the amount of power to which you can defend yourself with and break through defense has changed.
Yeah.
Like
Okay. Like I
you could
said,
OTK back then, you can OTK now. You know,
yeah, I can't always say like I said. I was never at a high level back then. I think as far I made it platinum 5. I know 4. 4 or 5 was the highest I made it back then. So
I see.
so so
Well,
so
that's nearly a legend.
yeah. So the people how I was playing like at the little lower level, the matches didn't go on like as long as they go now. But that's because I wasn't playing at an elite level, so it was like I was pretty mid, so it was like mid versus mid. It was like back then it was like we gonna see. Like, but I did have
Yeah,
matches that went on a while, but I think I guess as I've gotten better, I get higher consistently, so those matches
yeah.
did drag out longer than they should have because we're kind of just going back and forth.
There was just a lot of back and forth in general back then, but there's also back and forth now. To be real, if you're not having a back and forth, to be real with you, it's kind of a skill issue. I'm not gonna lie. Like you're either winning or you're having a back and forth. Otherwise, it's a skill issue, and that's why I have skill issue as the bottom tier. Because a lot of these skills here are skills people complained about, but realistically, it was just a skill issue. Like you don't
You know,
need to complain about this
it's only
skill.
yeah, it's only certain skills that like it's only a few like you know obviously we're gonna get to them, but it's only a select few skills where I was like, what you want me to do?
Yeah, yeah,
Like it would feel like so many skills. It'd be like you hit them with everything you got, and all of a sudden they activate the skill. Activate the skill. I'm like, how many times can you activate this? I'm like, okay.
In certain cases, I feel like that's probably a skill issue. I'm not gonna lie though, Desert Twister, like most of this skill's history was completely fine. It's just like the fact that a deck was eventually able to take advantage of it. I don't think any other deck would have been able to take advantage of it, to be honest. So I feel like it's just overpowered, but not banned this type of thing.
Yeah,
Um,
like I said,
the next
so
the next skill I have here, I'm using a Kawaki Meru card because I think that was the best deck to use the skill at the time. Kaiba Cup Bling. This says that like on your draw phase, if you lost a bit of life points, you got to draw a card at random that was prismatic or glossy.
what,
So that meant that you would, in order to optimize your deck, you would have to go through a box until you got a glossy version of the card you need to search.
bro? What? I wonder what they was thinking. Like, I guess maybe they were trying to be clever.
Yeah, they were trying, but then they ended up just making the game like pay to win. So
Yeah, no, some of the some of these decks, I wonder they. Maybe early on they was more so focused on just trying to have fun, or
yeah,
instead of like it's kind of fun. They were trying to be like, well, we're the Yu-Gi-Oh alternative. You know, we're the alternative Yu-Gi-Oh. And so we're gonna be wacky and quirky and have fun with shit. So it's like,
yeah. So
you
every
know,
now and then, some crazy busty shit happened by accident just because they were trying to have fun.
and then the
Because
one
they
guy
didn't think about the
always.
consequences.
But they need to nerf that new. Well, I don't know if they have nerfed it. The little blackluster soldier, the little dragon that just keeps doing burn damage. Is that nerfed yet?
uh, the BLS. I don't remember a BLS burn deck.
No. Is it? Yeah, it's just it's like they keep drawing drag. I think it's called like Dragon Fire
Oh,
or
that deck. Yeah, they did nerf it. Yeah.
okay.
Um.
Oh shit! Appreciate you. Hey,
So El
hey, thank you,
Cato,
AKM for the sub, man. Appreciate you, AKM for the sub. I didn't even see that, man. Appreciate you, man.
bro,
Good looking,
guys,
good
they
looking.
are they're over there on Kage stream subbing to him. Why aren't you subbing to me, bro? It's time to sub to
Exactly.
me. Like the video. Like the video, okay? Um, so El Cato, when I say worst skills, okay, we're not talking about skills that are bad. We're talking about skills that are bad for the game. That's essentially what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like skills that are bad in a powerful way. Like these skills shouldn't exist. That's the kind of like they're so good that it's a bad thing that they're good. You know.
Yeah.
Um, so sorry about the clickbait, I guess. Um,
Clickbait is
uninstall just
crazy.
for being play to play. Yeah, for real, bro. Because there were people for real who were uninstalling for this reason, bro. Decade was like campaigning against this card.
Yeah. Which one's that one?
So this trap card here is something Javelin. I don't remember the name exactly, but basically it just says that you target an attacking monster and gain life points equal to its attack. The reason for this is it was used in Destiny Draw to trigger Destiny Draw without you sacrificing your life points. Because back then, you could trigger Destiny Draw instantly.
Hold on, let me fix my audio. My audio's echoing. Hold on. You keep going.
By the way, Hasoon, that's exactly true. If you like the stream, then you're gonna get a UR in your life. That's
the way it works. Okay, that's just the way it works. So Destiny Draw might have the most nerfs out of every skill because they kept changing it. They kept changing it to just be slightly different until they eventually made it once per duel. It did take them a while to eventually get it to once per duel, though, which is crazy.
Okay, I think the echo stopped.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, yeah, it did. All right, cool.
So, the Destiny Draw. Destiny Draw is the question here. I think that it was mainly used in stall decks, and stall was super powerful because of this, because every single turn, you would take a lot of damage, but you would just survive anyway, because of how much life gain you had.
Mm-hmm.
Like every single turn, your top deck was whatever you wanted it to be.
Yeah, so
this
just
was crazy.
yeah. I think yeah. I think kind of like ruined the fun a little bit of certain decks. Just like, bro, you just keep sitting here waiting for this. What's a good stall deck, right? I remember when Aroma came out. Oh my, I hated Aroma.
Bro, this was honestly worse than Aroma.
Oh, if it's worse than Aroma, yeah, get rid of that. Yeah, get rid of that shit.
This deck just stayed alive and lava bombed you to death.
Absolutely. Yeah.
This was the Lava Golem deck. I was actually thinking of putting Lava Golem on here, but Lava Golem has different connotations now because they changed.
I use Lava Golem.
Yeah, because it's a kaiju now. Back then it was a win condition. Now it's just a kaiju. So next this is FA Hang On Back. I think that's how you say it. Basically, this card says that if its level is 7 or higher, the opponent, like, any of their monsters go to the grave instead of being going to the grave. They have banished instead of going to the grave. And there was a skill, level augmentation, that they use with Dark Lords to normal summon this guy, and he's level 4. And you use level augmentation to get your, like, level 9 and add that level to the Hang On Back to make his attack power huge, and he's unaffected by monster effects of any monster that's a lower level than him. Dude, this was the unbreakable board back then, dude.
Man.
It was 2020.
2020. I wouldn't lie, cause I think 2020. I think I took it. So I played 2018, 2019. And I think I took a break 2020 and came back in like 2022.
I see. That was a good time to have a break, to be honest with you, bro, because that was a rough time period.
Yeah, it was bad.
Low key was uninstallable worthy bullshit, dude.
Damn, it was that bad.
It was truly that bad, bro. I was like, what the fuck? It's a good thing that it didn't last very long, but having like a level 14 Hang On Back that you couldn't attack over, you couldn't use monster effects against, and it made all your grave shit go to the banish instead, dude. You had to literally draw the out, and we didn't have Book of Moon yet, I think. But if we did, it was paywall.
Actually, I was gonna buy it too.
Bro, okay. So next is a very modern one, the first modern one of the day. It's the Shadow skill, the current Shadow skill.
So Shadows is like I don't think it's uninstall.
Yeah.
But I do think it's hard because I do think certain decks. I'll put it this: I don't think you could grab your favorite rogue deck and just expect to win.
Yeah.
So,
but there's a decent amount of decks that you can realistically win against.
It is. But it's like, you know, like I think Also depends like mind you, if they the card right there that you have for the example, doesn't that stop fusions?
It doesn't stop fusion specifically. It just stops special summoning.
Yeah, if you can stop special summoning, that's pretty nasty.
KSI says should always be, which is overpowered. Like, yeah, I know it's in the middle, so it seems like a low tier, but overpowered is still overpowered. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
like, yeah, we can say this is overpowered, but do we need to ban it? I don't know.
yeah, yo, like no. I wouldn't ban it. Like I wouldn't say I wouldn't ban it, but I will be annoyed. I'm annoyed to fight against it.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like these make sense. I feel like maybe 6 months ago it could have been a banning, but we've had power creep since then. So this is now ornaments, bro. Let me tell you what the ornament skill does. You get to reveal a couple of ornaments, shuffle a couple of cards back, and then search a couple of ornaments. Now, if you saw that skill today, you'd be like, oh, so it's just a regular skill. Just a normal ass skill. You could do it twice per duel, which was ridiculous. They had to nerf it.
Ornaments.
So you could only get 1 search per turn instead of 2 searches per turn.
Yeah.
And that was still too good.
So
that was still too good.
I'm trying to figure out.
So that being said, go ahead.
I'm trying to figure out. So if these skills is like it's just like that crazy, like I wonder if my Slash Dragon was like considered good for the time.
No, it wasn't. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Slash was never really. I mean, he was kind of good in 2019. He was. In 2019, it was kind of good. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, it was times where I'm definitely like, come on, you like, isn't it like as long as I got an equip card, I can like negate the effect and then destroy it. So it was like,
yeah,
it was cool. Like I feel like it was a cool card, but it didn't. It only worked. It only worked for targeting. So anything else outside, anything that's like a dark hole, anything that doesn't target, it just automatically loses to. So I was like,
Also, there was like a window of opportunity that you could just like Canada it or floodgate trap hold it before I guess the
yeah. But before you can actually activate your stuff, you can get rid of me. You can get rid of me before I even activate my stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Karma cut, bro. Do you remember Karma cut, dude? Oh my god.
I hated Karma cut. I hated that shit.
Yeah, this is starting to look like Kawaki. I hate Karma.
Listen, those dang cyborgs.
Automatic play was so ridiculously busted. They had to nerf it like 2 or 3 times. And the thing that was most annoying about it was that every single Meta Weekly, DK Meet Meta Weekly, the finals was always Resonators versus Automats. And it Resonators can't win that matchup, bro, because of Steel Swarm Roach. It negates 2 synchro summons. How the hell are you supposed to play through that?
You can't.
And they have more negates on top of that. This was the first deck to set up multiple negates.
You're not. Yeah, resonators aren't way. Anytime you stop, I want to stop synchros. I want to stop links. I want to stop like a main thing that gets your boss monster out. You pretty much already lost.
Steel Swarm Roach actually for real made me consider quitting the game.
All those Steel Swarm cards, they're all pretty good.
I remember Massive Morph presents and oh my god, Massive Morph. Massive Morph is crazy. Do you remember Massive Morph, Kage?
Yeah, you said Massive Moth?
No, just Massive Morph. It's I'll tell you the play, okay? It's a trap card that doubles a monster's attack, but makes it so it can't attack directly. So what you do is you give your opponent Longbow. It's got 3k attack. You use Massive Morph on it to make it 6k attack. And you summon the Amazonian Swordswoman and smack into it.
So I spammed her.
You spammed her?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you were playing Slash Dragon.
Yep.
It works in that deck.
I used to spam her, and that's usually how I won most of my games because of the Amazonians. Not me, because of Slash Dragon.
I'm not gonna lie, again, I did forget about that skill. I think that game design wise, that shouldn't exist, but actual gameplay wise, it wasn't that bad. I feel like the gameplay wise, it was fine. It was just summoning a bunch of blue eyes. It was kind of weak to background. Or they could summon a Beast Roller too. Like the fact that like Xyz got a deck that powerful when Synchro's never even got a negate yet, bro. Synchros had to wait like 3 years before they got a negate. But Xyz had to wait like a month before they got their negates. That's crazy, bro. Like, I personally was considering quitting the game because of what I'm at.
Bro, I think I quit. I think what year was it? I think it was 2022. I remember I came back to the game when Tenny came out, when Tenny dropped.
It's a good time, great time.
Bro, mind you, I'm using Doom King at the time. You know, Doom King, he's all about, you know, effects and shit. Like, it was so much shit that it couldn't work. It was like Tenny, when it first dropped, I was in shambles. Like, that was my Doom King was still pretty good back then. Doom King was putting in work. I ain't gonna cap. Like, it was working for me. I made the legend a few times with Doom King. But Tenny was tearing me up.
Whoa.
Paul, hey, yo, whoa. Who said that? Crazy.
Yeah, Duke King was alright back then. But if he played Tenny, you would probably understand why so many people like it. It's just because it's just a solid deck. It's just solid.
Bro,
you can't hard counter it most of the time.
I made a TikTok about it. That's how mad I got. Like, I was raging.
So next is Xyz Galaxy. Xyz Galaxy was a very controversial skill at the time because it was the first skill that was the deck. Like, the entire deck was just the skill. And up until that point, the skill had been, like, to help the deck. But this was the first skill that straight up just said, hey, this is the deck. Other than, I guess, Cyberstein, like, Cyberstein technically counted. But this skill just put Galaxy Eyes in your grave, so you played a bunch of revive spells just to revive Galaxy Eyes and turn it into Photon Lord, which was an undestructible monster game.
Yeah, I do remember when Galaxy Eyes was like rampant. Yeah. So weirdly enough, I was winning against Galaxy Eyes with my Red Eyes.
Yeah.
Like, I definitely won more games with Red Eyes than with Doom Kings. I was kind of shocked. I'm like, why am I winning with Red Eyes instead of Doom King? So I didn't have an issue with the deck because I was winning against Galaxy Eyes whenever I used Red Eyes.
Yeah.
So I personally don't got a problem with it because it didn't affect me personally that much.
Yeah. So, but then that brings me to my point about this skill, bro. Now, you were playing Red Eyes. Now, I know that the duelist makes the win, not the deck. But let's be real, Red Eyes is not the best deck, okay?
Yeah.
Photon was a tiered deck, and the fact that you were not having that much of an issue with it, with a deck that was realistically lower than Rogue, in my opinion, shows that this skill wasn't really a problem, and it was kind of a skill issue. This is the reason I put the skill issue tier here. Everyone complaining about this just needs to get fucking good, bro.
Yeah. I was
throw away the Galaxy Eyes, and it was just GG. They can't play. You could MST or Cosmic away their revive equip spell, and it was GG. They can't do anything from there. There were so many different ways to hard counter this deck, and then that's not even just to say, like, your deck might also just have a hard counter for this. And then what do they get out of it? An indestructible monster negate. One monster negate. By this point, we had already dealt with 3 negate decks. This was a 1 negate deck. We could deal with 1 monster negate, bro. What are we complaining about, man? You quit the game because of this meta? You quit the game because of Photon Lord, bro? Bro, I can easily say I never lost against this deck, even when I was playing Dark Magician, bro. I was playing Dark Magician, having the easiest time of my life against this deck, bro. I was playing what's it called? Dynamist. I was playing Dynamist and having the easiest time of my life, bro. What are they gonna do, man?
No. Like I said, certain decks. Again, I think like I don't because I generally played whack decks. Pause, just in case.
Whoa.
Hey, what do you whack them? What are you talking about? Yeah, some of these decks on here, like I said, I think some of these are obvious on what they're at, but I think for me personally, like I said, I kept it. I'm that guy who thrift shops and has to tell everybody.
That's kind of accurate.
Yeah,
bro.
Like,
wait, guys, do you know that this guy plays Red Eyes even though it's not better?
Listen, that means I'm better than you. That means I am literally a better human than you because I play Red Eyes. And like, I purposely play bad decks so I can talk about how I'm better than everyone else who doesn't play bad decks.
Oh, El Cato, this is not the Transmigration deck. That's a different Galaxy Eyes.
Yeah, no, that one. No, that one.
That one up now.
We'll get. Oh my.
Here we have the Transmigration.
Hey.
I'm putting it in C tier. I'm just putting it here to talk about it. Go ahead.
Okay, for me, so for me, again, I played for the decks I use. Again, my main decks was Doom King, Red Eyes, and who else did I use? I think I'm not sure if Sacred Beast was out yet, or Sacred Beast, the new skill came out for Sacred Beast.
I don't think it was yet.
Okay, so I generally, because at that time I really didn't spend money for on this game, so I kind of just was sticking to my Red Eyes and Doom King. I didn't. I got lucky every once in a while against this deck, but 8 to 9 times out of 10 I lost. Cause that transmigration skill, oh my god. Get rid of this shit.
For real. The only reason I put it in ban list instead of uninstall was because at this point, the Duel Links ban list team was actually on their shit and they actually solved problems within a couple of weeks. So I knew it's like this is only going to be here a couple of weeks anyway, no problem. So they're gonna ban this. And they did. They really killed the shit out of this.
I'm glad.
Absolutely destroyed this shit, bro. So yeah, I don't think it was uninstall worthy because it didn't stick around, and I knew it wasn't gonna stick around. But this was a problem, bro. It was genuinely tier 0. The only deck that could beat it was Shiranui.
Shiranui, bro. Shiranui is one of those decks that's just like it was kind of like Sky Striker. It was never quite meta. I think it might have been a couple of times, but
it was meta a few times.
Yeah, it's one of those decks that you could you can still play it right now and put in work.
Probably.
Like I get
because of this trap card. The skill used to be able to search it, which made it so kind of toxic because you could just search a way to guaranteed survive. Like the opponent couldn't do anything. They could Cosmic this. That's fine. I'm still gonna survive, bro. What are you gonna do about this follow-up fight?
Not a goddamn thing.
If they don't remove it, then you just get to keep surviving. The fact that this is searchable is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's not searchable anymore. They nerfed the skill so you can't search for it. Personally, I think that everyone that hates this would buy it. I don't think it was ever over. I don't think it was ever OP. It was obviously good.
Yeah. No, I do think it's beatable. I think it's easily beatable, but I do think this deck can always like again if you're a person who's used this deck for years and you know it inside and out, I think you can beat a lot of people.
Yeah.
But if you just pick it up and want to try it out, I'm not seeing you whooping up on everybody. Like, you might get a few wins, but unless you know the deck, like you've been using it for years, I think as someone who's like knowledgeable and who knows the deck inside and out can definitely still today put belt to ass on motherfuckers.
Yeah, probably.
But you can see, Yeah. Well, also you can say that about a few decks. You know, that's like, you know, if you know it.
I could say probably like there's like 50 decks that I think that I would think if someone plays it and they're good at it, they could probably do well with it.
Yeah, like I know a good one, like example, like what's it called? Sharks. I think Sharks is again it's not meta, but I guarantee you in the right hands, it's putting belt to ass on the meta.
Yeah, yeah, they put up a lot. That Caesar with like infinite materials is cool.
Yes.
Okay, here's another controversial one: Raging Pendulum.
Man, not gonna lie, I got cooked. A lot of these better hear the same answers. I got cooked by Raging Pendulum. Again, me, someone who didn't play the meta, I was getting absolutely decimated. The amount of times this motherfucker kept attacking me, and I was like, I can't do anything. I have no more plays. I threw all my negates.
What ended up making this so crazy bonkers is the fact that you could, like, the skills didn't say anything that stopped you from playing it with other things. I also remember it was kind of funny when this skill came out, and Loom made a post saying that it was not good, and then it ended up being the best skill of the year. So I just think that was kind of funny. No disrespect to Loom, but he does have a little bit of a tendency to judge things a bit quickly.
Hey, Loom versus Team 6K. Beef started 2025. Instigate. Hey, look, listen. You just gonna see me like off in the corner looking like fucking Piccolo, just like standing there watching, just like my fucking cape in the wind. I'm like, wow.
Personally, I think people might dislike that I say this. I think that the people who were complaining about this, it was a bit of a skill issue.
No.
Obviously, it was a very good deck.
I saw. That's definitely. I definitely think for me, like it was annoying. It was annoying to me, and I just don't think like I don't think I knew Doom King. I feel like maybe if I played Doom King now, I know the deck much. Like I know it a lot better, and I have every single like staple you can have in the game, and I think if I knew I was going up against it, I probably would win now. But back then, I don't think as much I personally could have done against it with the cards I had at the time. Cause like I didn't have that many cards. Like I think I had like, I think at that point I already lost my main account and had to restart. So at the time all I had was Doom King and Red Eyes. And then most of the staples I really didn't have any staples. I didn't have Book of Moon. I didn't have Chalice. I didn't have no MSTs. I didn't have no I didn't have no Cosmic Cyclones. So that's honestly not.
Cosmic was good against the deck. MST wasn't good against it because they could play Orchest anyway. That was something that made a lot of people annoyed at, is that like it was essentially like you're playing two decks at the same time. Odd Eyes and Orchest at the same time, bro.
That's nasty.
But it was beatable. Like it did genuinely feel like you were going against two decks at the same time. Like that is kind of crazy. It was beatable, so I'm not going to say it's a full skill issue because it was a very powerful deck. But I feel like it's in the annoying tier. Because if you ask somebody to think about that format, who was playing that format competitively, they probably missed that format because it was a lot of fun, to be honest.
Yeah, well, first I think pendulums are annoying in general, so I hate.
So a little bit of bias.
Yeah, I don't like pendulums. They can summon 100 monsters. They can just spam monsters on the field. I'm like, I'm not smart enough to get rid of everybody. Okay. I need y'all to just summon like 2 or 3. Summon one big boss monster call it a day.
Yeah. So the next one I have here is Harpy's Hunting Ground, and you guys in the chat might be thinking, I'm talking about the Synchro Harpy deck. I'm not. I'm talking about Relinquished. This is the skill used by Relinquished back in the day, bro.
Oh, yeah, you got a throwback.
This is all the way back in the day. All the way back in the day. You start the duel with this skill spell on the field that says if you summon a Harpy, pop a back row. Bro, the only weakness that Relinquished had was back row. So you just get it out the way first, just by normal summoning any Harpy. Then you ritual summon your relinquish to just soak up the opponent's biggest monster, and you're looking nice, bro. Dude, just
What?
free back removal.
Yeah, no, that's what's the call? Okay, so in this deck, you didn't use Cyber Dark. You didn't use the Synchro at all, or it was just relinquish mainly.
No, it didn't exist yet.
Oh, okay. You know, it's good.
Back in the very first few months of the game.
I wonder why people don't use Cyber Dark, Cyber Lady Dark, whatever her name is.
Cyber Slash.
Yeah, Cyber Slash.
You need to trigger a back row to activate it.
It's
not self-sufficient.
I know it was good for a long time. It was good for a while. People used it, and they're like, just that what they had in their decks for a while.
Yeah, I think this is overpowered, and they did end up banning it. But for the time period, this was ridiculous. For the time period, this was absolutely insane. So that's definitely a ban list, I think. It's crazy to think about. In comparison to every other skill we talked about, this skill looks kind of tame. But back then, based on the context, this was disgusting. Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. You say it was like an instant back row pop by summoning the Harpy Lady?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
They even brought this skill back in Harpy format to be what it used to be. And they still needed to nerf it again. That's crazy.
Get rid of that, yeah.
Because the back row removal isn't once per turn. So if you're playing a deck that can spam out Harpies, you're removing all their back row.
Yeah, that's goes for instant crash out.
Yeah. Okay, so now this is the one that the thumbnail is based on. This is Cyber Style. You get to play Proto Cyber Dragon to your field for every 1,000 life points you've lost in the duel. So you could summon up to 3 Proto Cyber Dragon, and you just activating 1 Cosmic Cyclone gives you a level 3 you can use for free for tribute, fodder, or synchro summons.
Okay, what was the infield usually?
And I think it was less about the infield and more about the advantage you could get. Like back then, it was more about board breaking, not board making. Because we didn't really have negates back then. We were just kind of like trying to survive.
Yeah.
So what you could do was you could use this in vampires, paying a bunch of life points, then tribute summon BLS, who will banish like a light and dark engrave or something to banish an opponent's card. Like this is not the BLS that you know from today. It's a different BLS. It's a tribute summon monster, and he's typically sucks because you have to tribute summon it, tributing 2 monsters. But the skill made it so you could essentially tribute summon whatever you wanted for free.
God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
And vampires paid their life points just to do their plays, so they could get this going very easily.
Yeah, no, that's definitely powerful as fuck. That's definitely extremely powerful. Shit, I'm fine where you putting it at.
I would say ban this because they banned it like 3 or 4 times.
It was like, just going off the facts. Honestly, not my opinion. Like,
and then they nerfed it so you could only play it in a Cyber Dragon deck. But then it came so good in an actual Cyber Dragon deck that Cyber Dragon deck was meta for 2 years. Yeah.
I already hated Cyber.
2 whole years.
I like Cyber Dragons, but even when the new skill came out, it was cool. I liked it, but yeah, if I would put against that, I would never play Cyber Dragons ever again.
For real. If they went second, it was like a guaranteed win. Plus, they also had the best interruption in the game, the trap that could not target wipe your whole board.
The trap card?
Yeah.
Was it? I can't remember the name.
Cybernetic Overflow.
Yeah. Oh, I still hate that card.
Yeah. I think it's still limited to some degree.
Yeah, I think limited.
It's 2?
Yeah, I think it's 2.
So now we're talking about Shinado. The Shinado skill that is right now being played with with Shinobirds. And I'm going to say something a little bit controversial, okay? This skill is nothing special. I don't think that this skill is anything unique.
Do you think it's more so?
I don't think it's unique. I think the fact that it's paired with the deck that it's paired with is what makes it busted. They are not. One isn't good because of the other. Them in combination is really good. Like
I agree.
A mono Awato is a mono Awato regardless of the skill. The field spell gives you the trap regardless of the skill. The only thing that this deck is really making good for you is the fact that it's consistent, and also the fact that it gives you some really good board breaking. But every skill gives you really good board breaking these days, man.
All of them.
So what's different about this one?
Nothing.
Yeah. So this skill isn't special, but it is very good. So I'm not saying that it's a skill issue to say that this skill is OP, but at the same time, it's not the skill making the deck OP. It's just that the skill makes the deck OP because it makes the deck consistent. The deck is OP by itself. This just makes it more consistent.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
But having 4 effects doesn't make it better, bro, because there are other skills that have 4 effects, man. You know the performage skills have 4 effects too, bro. You see them on the list? Having 4 effects is not inherently OP.
Yeah. Also, the effects also still got to be good. You can have fucking 9 effects, but if it's trash, it's like okay.
Like, yes, Change of Heart is very good, but guess what, bro? Dark Magician also gets free board breaking. So what's the difference between those two? They both get free board breaking. Absolutely, completely free board breaking for no cost. But we're not talking about Dark Magician. We're not like saying, well, the Dark Magician skill. Okay. Nobody's saying that, okay? And what does the Dark Magician skill do? It lets you search 2 cards for basically free, and it gives you free board breaking. What does this skill do? It lets you search 2 cards for basically free and gives you free board breaking. This skill and the Dark Magician skill are the same skill. They are the same skill, bro. I think that if this skill didn't exist, the deck would have to be built differently, but it would still do the exact same thing. It would still mono lock you on the opponent's turn. It would still bounce 3 of your cards on your turn. It would still do everything it does without the skill, except for the Shinado thing, which is free board breaking. But free board breaking is something that basically every skill does anyway. So what's the difference? No, the deck would be playable without the skill. I strongly believe that. The deck would need to be built differently, but it would definitely be playable without the skill. You would just use Lisa. Sorry, guys, I haven't dropped the video yet. I call the level 4 girl Lisa. You would use Lisa to search the field spell. And there are different plays you could make. This deck works without a skill. The skill just makes it more consistent, and the skill makes it so that you can build your deck with staples in it.
Alright.
Joshua, have you read the Shinobirds? They are consistent. Have you read the level 4 spirits that they use in the deck? They literally search for shit for you. The skill just makes it that you can use your searches more liberally. Like, the skill definitely makes it more consistent, but the deck is consistent without the skill. Okay? The skill just makes it more consistent to an applicable standard. What's broken about the deck isn't the fact that it's consistent. What's broken about the deck is that it bounces 3 of your cards on your turn, then a mono locks you. But without the skill, it's still gonna do that shit. Just remove Change of Heart. Yeah, just remove Ultimate Fusion from Dark.
Just and let me know how that goes.
Bro, this is why I thought I knew this would be controversial, because people don't understand what I'm saying. You are looking at the aspects of the deck that are broken and blaming it on the skill. And also, you're also misattributing how powerful mind control is. Sorry, not mind control. Change of heart. You also like mind control is obviously a great card. Yes, it's banned. It is a banned card, but even when it's banned, it's like it's banned in the TCG because you can just activate it. You can't just activate it. If you flip up Shinado, they have a chance to prevent you from even having change of heart. They can get rid of Shinado. They can flip it down in response. They can take control of it, whatever they have. There are so many ways to prevent change of heart from even happening. That's not the same in the TCG. You can't prevent change of heart in the TCG, bro. You just deal with it. It's just gonna happen. But in duels, you can prevent it.
It's gonna let it happen.
But either way, it's just a free board breaking. It's not any different from Ultimate Fusion.
Yeah, by the way, I hated Ultimate Fusion.
That's understandable. It's understandable.
Right. I'm telling you, them Battle Chronicle days. Ooh,
You know what's really annoying, bro? I keep trying to get replays against Blue Eyes with Xenobirds just for a video, and people keep playing Seto Kaiba, and I'm like, finally, a Blue Eyes match. And then I see the skill, Battle Chronicle. Bro, we got a new skill.
Bro.
Why aren't you using it, bro?
Battle Chronicle had a prime. I tell you what. I remember that one KC.
Got a new skill, bro.
Look, that one KC Cup. Oh my god! I tell you, like every 10 matches, at least 7 was Battle Chronicle.
I'm not gonna lie, Chris Hansen. If you're playing the level 6 macro one, you're behind. You do not need to play that in Xenobirds, bro. It's redundant as hell, bro.
He's gonna call you Chris Hansen.
Chris Hansen? Whoa. I don't know if the chat is gonna get that reference.
They might not be cultured. They might not be cultured. It's a Boondocks reference.
Hopefully.
Hey, listen. Getting 6K canceled 2026 and Operation activated.
So the next one I have here, I'm using Quasar just to represent it. It's a bond that illuminates the future. And I hate to say this. I hate this skill. Even as somebody who loves synchros. And let me tell you why. Because, hey, El Gato gets it. It's from the Boondocks. Good job, Gato. So this skill, even though it was designed for Synchrons, ended up being used in every deck except Synchrons. And that's what makes me hate it, dude. It is the cuck chair skill, dude. I hate that shit, bro.
That's the one you
just like you use mind control to steal your opponent's monster with 2,500 or more attack, and then turn it into 2 Signer Dragons to attack per game.
Which was nasty.
Dude. Plus, you can just tribute your own monster that had nothing to do with Synchrons to get out. Like, you just play around Book of Moon, no problem, bro. He was so... I think the best deck with this deck, the best deck with this skill was Mega Knights.
Mega Knights. Yeah, Mega Knights is pretty good. Or at least, I think I played against him more than a few times back in the day. It was alright.
I think this was crazy. They never ended up banning it. I think it was OP. Maybe it should have been banned, but they ended up power creeping it anyway, so it's overpowered. So next is Parasite Infestation. Do you remember this skill?
No, I don't remember that one.
So this skill at the start of the duel puts 1 or 2 Parasite Infestation, Parasite in your deck. When I say your deck, bro, I'm not talking about the person who used the skill. I'm talking about you activate the skill and you put 1 or 2 cards in your opponent's deck face up.
What?
Because when this card is drawn, you have to special summon it and take 1,000 damage.
You can keep it.
You give your opponent some shit in their deck and it's face up too, so they know that they're about to draw it. Because it's face up in their deck. And you're basically taking away their top deck, but also burning them. And it also makes all of your monsters zombies. Sorry, it all makes all your monsters insects while you control it. So it's kind of like Zombie World, but for insects. So if you got some type of shit that requires you to have a monster type, it's gonna turn that off. It clogs your field, which is annoying. It makes their floodgate trap hole better. Like, imagine you make the opponent summon this on their field. They summon another monster, you floodgate it. They got one zone left. So next turn they summon another monster, you floodgate it.